next कौन है?
मैम नेक्स्ट
ये है R. Girirajan.
Thank you, Chairman. Honorable Chairman, first of all, I
Chairwoman.
Chairperson, sorry, sir. Chairperson, Honorable Chairperson, first of all, I thank my beloved leader, Thalapathy M.K. Stalin, for providing this opportunity to speak in this August House. Representing DMK, for the 75 years, Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam has been fighting for women's rights. We welcome the Women's Reservation Bill. The pertinent question is, why has not the Modi government shown even 1% of the concern it showed in passing the controversial Agrarian Bill, Acts, Citizenship Amendment Act, Kashmir Special Status Act, and 10% reservation for passing the Women Reservation Bill? People have apprehension on the timing and the cunning manner the bill is drafted as sinister design. People will understand that despite the strength of the majority, they have remained blind for the past 9 years and are trying to do an electoral jumla as usual. Madam, even if the bill is passed now, the implementation of that will take many more years, as they have included a clause in Article 334A, the provisions of the Constitution relating to the reservation of seats for women in the House of the People. The Legislative Assembly of the states shall come into effect after an exercise of delimitation is undertaken for this purpose of the relevant figures of the first census taken after commencement of the Constitution 128th Amendment Act 2023, that it will implemented after the delimitation of the constituencies were done. Delimitation of Lok Sabha constituencies in various states and assembly constituencies will be drawn only after 2026. The next election after delimitation will be held in 2029. So, implementation of the said act cannot be implemented before 2029. There is no guarantee when the census will be held. The census that never took place, the redistricting based on it, and the strange play of passing the law now to supposedly come into effect in 2029 is an electoral shame of failure. Madam, the delimitation of constituencies has got its own problems and grave issues which need to be thrust out thoroughly before arising at the total number of Lok Sabha constituencies and assembly seats in states in the country. The play to reduce the representation of the people of South India, especially from Tamil Nadu in the Lok Sabha in the name of the constituency delimitation must be nipped in the bud. The union government must now give an assurance that it will not deceive Tamil Nadu and other South Indian states. The BJP-led government should consider the rationale behind the demand for reservation for women from most backward communities. There should be an inner reservation for women and OBC and BC while implementing 33% reservation. The DMK President and Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. M.K. Stalin, in his statement and reiterated this aspect. Madam, gender equality means empowering women in all ways and in all places. For that, they should first be given their proper places. Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam has been insisting on this. Whenever DMK government is formed, it is implemented. In 1996, Chief Minister Kalangar has provided 33% reservation for women in local bodies. By the end of the 1996, election to local bodies such as Panchayat unions, municipalities and corporations were held by the DMK. The Women's Reservation Bill has pending for nearly 27 years. The Women's Reservation Bill was first introduced in 1996 in the Union Government of the DMK in 2005-2. The DMK-led Union Government introduced the bill. The BJP, which initially said it would support it, then opposed it. Uma Bharati, who spoke on behalf of the BJP, has vehemently opposed it. Among those who have opposed to it in the past, in the present, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also. Under the Congress, DMK-led UPA 1 government, the Women's Reservation Bill was introduced in the Rajya Sabha on March 8, 2010, Women's Day, and passed the next day during the UPA government. Before that, Honorable Devagowda's government brought this bill. Our floor leader Tiruchi Siva also spoke on that bill. Unfortunately, it could not be passed in the Lok Sabha due to the opposition from some political parties. The BJP government, which came to power after the shelved the bill. In the 2014 and 2019 elections, the BJP government won a majority. If they wanted to pass the bill, they could not accomplish it immediately. But they did not even bother to introduce the bill for the reasons better known to them. In 2017, we took out a rally in Delhi on behalf of the DMK, Mrs. Kanimozhi, the woman being secretary and then Rajya Sabha member, now Lok Sabha member, led the rally which was held to press for the implementation of 33% reservation for women parliament and assembly constituencies in states. Madam, former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi ensured reservation in local bodies. Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh introduced the Women Reservation Bill in Parliament and State Assemblies in the Rajya Sabha. The achievements of both of them deserve to be remembered now. On behalf of the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, I welcome the bill to provide 33% reservation to women brought in by the Union government. Even if it is done because of the passage of time, I urge these Union rulers to consider its justification and not ignore the demand for representation for women of the backward and most backward communities. India is the only country that has not yet conducted a census that takes place once in a decade. So far, BJP has not given assurances of when it will be happen. The delimitation of constituencies based on the population alone in the dagger hanging over the head of Tamil Nadu and the South Indian states. The political conspiracy is increase the number of MPs from North Indian states like UP and Bihar and reduce the political representation in South India must be defeated. The unjust attempt to deceive you, politically conscious in Tamil Nadu must be nipped in the bud. Even Chandrayaan softly landed on the south pole of the moon. BJP cannot land it in the South India. Mind it. Following the footsteps of Doyen of social justice and Dravidan model, Thandai Periyar, Perarinyar Anna, Dr. Kalaignar, several fair-sighted initiatives and schemes for women empowerment were being implemented by the DMK government. Our Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Through M.K. Stalin, is continuing the legacy of the Dravidan model governance. Today, welfare schemes for women that are being implemented in the Tamil Nadu over the last 5 decades. Equal rights for women in family properties, 1989. Increase the reservation for women in government jobs, 40%. Dr. Muthulakshmi Reddy Maternity Benefit Scheme aimed at ensuring maternal nutrition. Schemes for education, marriage assistance and pre-marriages. Fare-free travel for women in government-run city buses. The Molu Ramarthamammayar Higher Education Assurances Schemes provides 1,000 rupees financial assistance to girls till they complete the recognized courses. The government of Tamil Nadu has launched the Grand Social Welfare Initiative for women, Kalaignar Magalir Urimai Togai Tittam, on September 15th. Though this scheme is monthly financial assistance of rupees 1,000 is provided to 1,650,000 eligible women family heads in the states. Madam, Tamil Nadu has become the role model state in the country due to the continuous efforts of our great leaders, Thandai Periyar, Perarinyar, Dr. Kalaignar, Thalapathy M.K. Stalin. Madam, only 1 minute. Madam.
I'm sorry. I've been asked to tell you that your time is over.
Okay, just... Madam, our Dravidan model government, we have fulfilled all our poll promises. But at the same time, we have the union government led by Shri Narendra Modi at the center for almost a decade. We have never seen any other government which never bothered to fulfill the poll promises. The Narendra Modi led by BJP government has several political and electoral promises never to be fulfilled. No other government has promised so much electoral jumlas than this government. We can publish volumes of electoral jumlas of Narendra Modi and his government. They promised that all the black monies stashed in foreign countries by Indians will be brought back and rupees 50 lakhs would be deposited in bank account of each and every citizen. This remains as a greatest
गिरिराजन जी,
jumla of
इसके
BJP.
बाद महिला
The
का
BJP
टर्न है,
has
आप
promised
खत्म
and
कर दीजिए,
will provide
please.
2 crore new jobs every year to the people of this country, especially the educated youth. But the unemployment problem has reached the highest in the history of the independent India. I conclude, madam, when the Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister, he has promised the people of India that linking rivers, especially the peninsular rivers, but nothing happened so far. All these promises still remain as electoral jumla. It is a surprise, though the women reservation bill is passed and the President's assent was given, the implementation of the act will have to wait several years and pass though several orders. In the last 10 years, people of this country have seen and experienced enough jumlas and U-turns from this government. And I
Okay,
only wish
enough,
that the
sir.
people of India will teach them
Sir,
a
you've
lesson
taken more
in
than your time.
2024
There's a lady
electoral
waiting.
battle
Don't keep
for all
women
the electoral
waiting.
jumlas. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Shulata ji.